One of the most powerful things you can do in life is to keep your plans and your goals secret and go ahead and quietly achieve them and then shock the hell out of people when you've done it. Saying I did this is so much more powerful than say I'm going to do this. Now you may know a lot of I'm gonna people. I always seem to find them when I tell people that I've written a book. They always tell me, yeah, I'm gonna write a book too. Yeah, I've started a book too. But the biggest secret is ideas without execution are meaningless. That book you wanna write doesn't mean anything until you actually write it. But it's not just writers though, it's everywhere. People who are going to lose weight, they're going to save so much money, are going to do this or that or the other. They're always talking about what they're going to do. And so few people are talking about what they actually have done. You want to be that person that does it, not just talks about it. And the best way to do this is to keep your goals a secret. But why keep it a secret? Now, the biggest reason you want to keep it a secret is research has shown that actually telling people what you want to do, what your plans are, actually takes away some of that magic. You lose some of your motivation, and it's more likely that if you tell people about it, you won't achieve it. The reason that the research has found is that you get the praise and validation up front before you've even finished something. So say you are going to write a book, people will start to go, that's great, that's amazing, what's the book about? And they'll ask you a lot of questions. You get that praise and validation up front and not at the end. And this decreases the motivation to continue through. Now, I know what you're thinking. We're always told we need to tell people, we need that accountability. Now, accountability can be important, but not if you're telling everybody. That diminishes your motivation instead of helping spur you along. And even if you do get to the end of your goal and you've told people along the way, you won't have that same sense of accomplishment because you've got all the praise and validation throughout the journey. You don't have as much at the end. And if you want that true high, you want it at the end when you've accomplished something. And to do that, you need to keep it to yourself. But not only that, people are going to respect and admire you more once they realize you've done something, because likely they haven't. And to actually finish something and accomplish something, especially if it's big, like writing a book or going on a major big holiday, is something that everybody wants to do, but they don't actually go ahead and do it. So there is so much power in going after your dreams and your goals silently. But there are things to help you along the way. Now, we talked a little bit about accountability, and that was the reason most people say you should tell people. Now, having one accountability partner is fine as long as they're not going to be a cheerleader. They are actually going to keep you accountable on your steps and your goals along the way. Or you might want to do it completely silently, which is what I like to do. And in this case, you're your own accountability partner. And so setting up lists, I like to set up lists in my computer, just in like a spreadsheet sometimes, of the weekly and daily steps I need to accomplish to get to my end goal. Those checklists keep me on track and keep me accountable. I usually try to make my steps as detailed as possible, and each week I'm checking things off and making sure that I'm accountable for what I've actually done, and then I can review each week to see what's working and what's not, and what I need to do to going forward. And there's nothing wrong with celebrating those little milestones along the way to keep you motivated, as long as you're still focusing on your main goal at the end. And when you reach that big goal at the end, it is going to feel amazing. So go ahead and celebrate that. You can tell people now and you can get the praise and validation then. And what do you do next? You go be a badass and you smash that next goal as well. Leave the gonna do's in the dust and be someone who actually accomplishes your goals. Show them what's possible and what you're capable of. Cheers to that.